Okay guys, so today this is going to be a Gorilla Tag video. It's going to be a how-to video. For any of you guys that are wondering, this one's going to take place in mountains, and it's going to be teaching our different routes, mechanics, but starting off, first two things I'm going to teach are ground surfing and wall surfing, and how to kind of improve on those. So starting off, we're going to do ground surfing because I think it's like the easiest one to teach, in my opinion. So for ground surfing, I suggest you're going up there or down here are probably the two easiest places for me to say to be able to teach. And kind of what you want to do on it is like it's sort of just moving your hand left to go left, not too sharp, because that makes it hard to recover, and then right to go right. So like if you do it too sharp though, it kind of doesn't work. So you just go left to go left, right to go right, but don't do it too sharp because then, as you can tell, like right there. Like, if you just do it too far, it's sometimes inconsistent, to say the least. Especially when you're trying to switch from here and then that. You're just going to keep going the same way that you were. So don't try to do it too deep. Just kind of keep a calmer motions. So you'll be able to do it. It's just boop and bam. So left, right. That's about it. So now let's get into wall surfing. Wall surfing. Don't do this one unless you know how to ground surf. Ground surfing makes this a lot easier when you know how to do it. Because it's kind of, instead of going left and right, it's just up and down with your hand. And so this time, to stay on the wall, what you kind of do is that you kind of glide your hand up. And then while you glide your hand up, you kind of barely raise your arm to go up. Or if you just want to go one direction, you kind of just keep your hand out like this angle. And you'll kind of stay the same way that you're going. See? And then to go down, same thing. Kind of just move your hand down and you should be able to go down. So yeah, that's about it for that. Now I'm going to show you guys how to improve on these. If there's any questions or I made this a bit confusing, I can just like put in the comments or something and I'll tell you guys. So starting off, ground surfing. Way to improve this one, in my opinion, is using it to get on walls, get off walls, do things like this, when you get back on the walls, and just kind of use that to your advantage. Hit off this and go really far, and then you can kind of just keep hitting. And that's kind of like, ground surfing isn't really too helpful as much as wall surfing is, because really you just use ground surfing to get onto wall surfing, or in certain areas like this, it's like really the only time you'll really be using, in my opinion, ground surfing for a lot of your routes. But if you guys have your own routes, you might use it then. Like, for example, if you're going here, like, of course you're going to have to use ground surfing and things like that. So, yeah, kind of just prevent whatever we want there. Okay, wall surfing, though. There's a lot of improvements you can put into wall surfing to go faster. This can also somewhat be applied to ground surfing for parts of it. So what you want to do is you kind of want to hit off certain things. So, like here, kind of hit off. You want to hit off all your corners if you're on a wall. And this will give you more speed. And then you can do things like this, and that looks, you go pretty high. And then routes are pretty helpful, in my opinion. These are like my top 2 favorite routes, and yeah. So starting off, it's just kind of like, but I'll do my top 3 favorite routes. So starting off, we got this one. I kind of glide up here, I go down, I waist that, pinch this corner. I kind of messed that up, but you kind of glide on this. You go around it, and you kind of shoot out here, and this can lead you to go multiple directions, depending on where the wall monkeys are, who's chasing you, stuff like that. Second one is definitely, you go like around that candy cane piece, down this. The one like I kind of showed you to hit off corners on is definitely one of my favorites, because it's one that, it's basic and all, but like the amount of routes you can make off of that are good, because like when you get up here, you can go down here, you can hit off this really fast, and this, hit again, or you can even, if you hit that piece right, you can glide off this up there and land on that. So like you can kind of like go like this up here, and then you can, if you hit it hard enough, you can land right there. You can go up there, like there's so many routes you can make playing off that. And then my favorite one, so basically do this one, you have to squat perfectly, deep squat in my opinion, on fan in real life. This basically allows you to get up here and do stuff like that. Then you can recatch yourself, flick your hand up and land here, go through this if you want. There's just so many things you can make with it. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.